Plastic crisis, how it is impacting, what can we do? Imagine a world without plastic. It is almost impossible, right? Plastic is in our phones, our cars, our clothes, even in the food package we eat. It is hard to imagine a single industry that does not rely on it. Now, on the brink of destroying our planet, how did we get here? And what can we do to change the course of this story? But here is the catch, it does not biodegrade. Instead, it breaks down into smaller pieces called microplastics, which persist in the environment for centuries. These microplastics have infiltrated our oceans, our soil, and even the air we breathe. Marine life, birds, and even humans are ingesting plastic, leading to a serious health and environmental consequences. Stay with me, let us continue now. Is plastic the greatest invention or the most destructive force of our time? The answer is not simple, but the truth is we are standing at a crossroads. In the early 1900s, the world was changing fast and demand for new materials was higher than ever. Bake Land, the man who gave us backlight, the first fully synthetic plastic. This invention was nothing short of revolutionary. Plastic was cheap, durable, and could be molded into anything. By the 1950s, it has become the cornerstone of modern industry. Plastic utensils for our kitchens, lightweight materials for our cars, and disposable items that made life convenient, plastic was everywhere. But what made plastic so useful? Its durability, its resistance to degradation. Also laid the groundwork for an environmental disaster. Let us look into why plastic. This modern marvel is now one of our planet's greatest threats. Plastic has brought incredible benefits. It's light, durable, and incredibly versatile. In hospitals, for example, plastic is life saving. In the automotive industry, plastic reduces the weight of cars, making them more fuel efficient and reducing emissions. And in our homes, plastic packaging keeps our food fresh longer, reducing waste. But these benefits come at a cost, and that cost is becoming increasingly clear. Plastic does not just disappear as it lingers, as it breaks down. It became even more insidious. Microplastics, tiny fragments of plastics, are now found in every corner of the globe, from the deepest oceans to the highest mountains. These microplastics are ingested by marine life and have been entered our food chain, posing risks to our health. Let us talk about marine pollution. Every year, millions of tons of plastics waste end up in our ocean, forming massive garbage patches like the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, twice the size of Texas. The plastic harms marine animals who mistake it for food. Over 90% of seabirds, for instance, have plastic in their stomachs, leading to injury, starvation, and death. On land, plastic waste overwhelms our landfills, leaching toxic chemicals into the soil and groundwater. Burning plastic releases harmful pollutants into the air, contributing to air pollution and climate change. The very qualities that make plastic so useful, its durability and low cost, are also what it so destructive. Let us look at the numbers. We produce over 300 million tons of plastics every year. It is about protecting our ecosystems, saving wildlife, and even combating climate change. Every piece of plastic we reduce, reuse, or recycle helps protect the environment. For example, reducing single use plastics can significantly decrease the amount of waste that ends up in our oceans, helping to protect marine life. By shifting to alternative materials, we can lower our carbon footprint and promote a more sustainable economy. And it is not just about the environment. Reducing plastic waste can also spark innovation. Companies around the world are developing new materials, biodegradable plastics, and packaging made from natural fibers that could one day replace traditional plastics. So, what can we do? Here are some practical steps. Reduce your use of single used plastics like bags, straws, and packaging. Opt for products like that use less plastic or come in sustainable packaging. Reuse items like cloth bags, metal water bottles, and glass containers. This simple switch can make a big difference. Recycle properly. Follow your local recycling guidelines and support efforts to improve recycling infrastructure. Innovate by supporting companies that develop and use alternative materials. Look for products made from biodegradable plastics or other eco friendly options. Educate others. Share what you have learned about plastic pollution and encourage your friends and family to take action. The stakes could not be higher. Climate change. If we fail to act, plastic pollution will continue to devastate our planet, harm our health, and accelerate climate change. The costs of inaction are too great to ignore. But here is the good news: we have the power to. First, we have the Paris Agreement. While it primarily focuses on reducing greenhouse gas emissions, it also promotes sustainable practices that indirectly addresses the plastic pollutions. By encouraging a shift away from fossil fuels, the primary raw materials for plastics, the Paris Agreement supports the reduction of plastic production. The UN Environment Programme's Clean Seas campaign is another key initiative. Launched in 2017, it's aimed at reducing marine plastic pollution by engaging governments, business, and citizens. This campaign has spurred countries like to take action from banning single-use plastics to improving waste management systems. In 2019, Basel Convention was amended to include plastic waste, requiring countries to obtain consent before exporting contaminated and non-recyclable plastics. This is a significant step in curbing the dumping of plastic waste in developing countries. And let us not forget the European Union's Single Use Plastic Directive, which bans items like plastic straw and cutlery and sets ambitious recycling targets. The EU is also leading with its European Green Deal, aiming for climate neutrality by 2050, with a strong emphasis on reducing plastic waste and promoting a circular economy. Reducing plastic use is about more than just cleaning up our beaches. But here is the good news: we have the power to change the story. By reducing our reliance on plastics, improving waste management, and supporting sustainable innovations, we can protect our planet and secure a healthy future for generations to come. Plastic has been both a blessing and a curse. It is made our lives easier in so many ways, but it is also brought us to brink of environmental disaster. The choice is now in our hands. While we continue down this path, or will we take action to change the course? Together, we can make a difference. Let us be part of the solution. Reduce plastic use, support sustainable alternatives, and educate others. Our planet depends on it. If we fail to act now, consequences will be irreversible. Plastic is not just an environment crisis. We have responsibility to future generations to protect our planet and create a sustainable future. Let us support sustainability, innovation, and work together to turn the plastic story from a crisis into a success of human effort and creativity. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let us work together to turn this tide on plastic pollution. See you in the next video.